Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. Now we have quite a collection of topics to cover with you live here this morning and we'll get to those just in a few moments time, but I would like to give you a quick heads up is that today's episode is going to be slightly longer than normal. This isn't going to be like yesterday where we were rushing off to get to the flight line. Today, while it's going to be a fantastic day here in the United Kingdom of sunniness, I do need to go on and put some epoxy on the roof. We got fiberglass, we'll put the final layer on top of the roof. So unfortunately, not going flying like at the flying site today. So with that said, there's lots to recap from yesterday. And also we do have the unboxing of the cat box, and Martin sent me a cat in a box. So Martin, a massive hat tip to you, sir. We will find out what is in this epically bloody sized box. It must have taken him ages to have a look at that, to get that together. So big hat tip to Martin for that. Now, on a very serious point, before we go any further, what I've been and done, and there is a link to this, and I'll put this in the live chat for you. And I need the short link, which is further up the page. Now, let me just click on that a second and I'll get the right link for you. Is that I've got a little mini survey for you, and I've kept it as simple as possible. And I've just put the link in the live chat. And of course, if you're watching the recorded version, there is a link to that in the video description for you. Okay, and I would absolutely love your feedback. Okay, your feedback, your thoughts and your feelings on the Rag the Nuts Off channel, and you can do that in, I've kept it as simple as possible for you in a quick Google form. Okay, you can put your name in the bottom if you want to. It would definitely help with any personal responses which need to be made from that, but I really am looking for your feedback on how I can make this channel better for you. Okay, so just a quick one. Good morning to everybody who is on here live as well. We will do our shout out corner in a few moments time. So while we're going for the topics, have a quick look at that form. It's a couple of boxes, you know, I've tried to keep it as simple as possible. And also, if you feel some of the boxes can be bigger, so you can type as much as you like in them, or as little as you like as well. So with that said, let's get into today's topics. Number one is your feedback. I am looking for your feedback on this channel. Topic number two, which was on my screen, it just jumped down the bottom, is the TwinZoo Maiden. Yesterday we had two Maidens. One was the TwinZoo and one was the F3 Shadow. Both very curious models. We will get to those in a few moments time. Number four is an odd model. We will get to that in a moment. I'll give you a quick hint. It's that one there, which I know many of you know I bought a couple of days back. So, and it turned up yesterday by Royal Mail, and we'll see what it's like. Topic number five, burnt to a crisp. Look, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see how bright my neck is? And my arms are absolutely killing. And again, the bright light in here is not doing it any justice, but my arms are, well, they're starting to go brown, but they're still rather red. It was rather toasty yesterday, so big extra tip for you. If you are out flying today, remember to put some of the lube on to stop you getting burnt. Sun cream is the word that I was looking for. But we'll discuss yesterday's live episodes as well. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, good morning to everybody who's on here live. We will get to shout out corner in a moment. And of course, remember, if you are watching the recorded live version, on the right hand side of your screen, there is a live chat going on. You can just type in howdy, good morning Matt, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. You can join in with the chat, and as you can see above my head, there is quite a bit of chat going on here at the moment. And of course, remember, if you are watching the recorded version, say howdy or say morning or afternoon in the comments section underneath this video. And topic number 6 is burnt. Oh, sorry, is the unboxing of the cat. What the fuck? You will find out what's in the cat box in a few moments' time. I've just spotted the knife. We'll get that out and we'll give it a good... We're not going to stab the cat. We're going to open the cat. And topic number 7 is it's a foam party because it is the weekend and the weather here in the United Kingdom, it looks absolutely fantastic. So if you're out flying in the UK, it looks like it's going to be a corky weekend. Of course, depending where you are in the world, I sincerely hope it is going to be a corking weekend for flying for you as well. And good morning. Hi, Andy. Snow gone. Oh, geez, have you had snow? Crazy stuff. Right. So let's just quickly get into topic number 1. I kind of covered it just a few moments ago. I am looking for your feedback on this YouTube channel on how I can make it better for you. And I've put together a Google Doc. It is as simple as possible. It's got about 6-7 questions, I think, in there. We have a quick rundown of them very quickly. In fact, I'm going to go and turn myself off for this. So how did you find this YouTube channel? Okay, was it by accident? Did someone recommend it to you? Or can you just not remember? Okay, are you a member of the Facebook group? You kind of, they're really simple, aren't they? Besides the Rag the Nuts Off channel, what is your favourite YouTube channel? Let me know in that box. Next one is a curious one. If you were sat on a desert island, what one model would you love to have with you? Let me know in there. Also, how long have you been flying for too? Again, you see, they're all really straightforward questions. Next one is, how do you feel about the RC coffee chats? Do you like them? Maybe how could I do them better? Let me know. I'm using emotive words like feel. So let me know in that little box just there. If there was just one topic, part or RC model you would like to see here on the Rag the Nuts Off channel, what would it be? Let me know. What one thing do you love about the Rag the Nuts Off channel? And crucially, what one thing do you dislike about this channel? And next one, this one's, you can expand this one out, is set as a long response. So how do you feel that I can make this channel better for you? Let me know in that one there. Next one is just a curiosity one on there. Have you watched any of the live Flightline episodes yet? There's 3 options in there, so you can kind of tell my sense of humour with the last one. And maybe if you have been and watched one of those, how can I make one of those episodes better for you, or better in a more enjoyable flying experience? Is there anything else which you would like to add? So is there anything which you feel that you would like to add as a response? Do add it in there. And the last one is completely optional. You can pop your name in there. And that's just so that I can address you in any of the responses which come back. So pop your name in the bottom if you see fit, and then just press the submit button at the bottom. All nice and easy. And let's get my face back on the camera here. So like I said, I'm pretty serious about this channel, and I would very, very much value your feedback, and I've tried to keep that form as simple as possible and all in plain English as well. So I would love your feedback. There is a link to that in the live chat which is going on, and of course underneath this video in the video description. Now those of you which did join a little bit early, you might need to hit refresh for the link to appear, because I've only literally just been and added it within the last couple of minutes. Now let's move on to my favourite section of the day, which is where I get to say good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you. Let me just scroll up a moment, and I would like to say a very good morning to Brian, to Go2499, Lijai. No, I said that wrong. Give me a second. Elijah, sorry, my bad. I am Bristolian, I am crap. Elijah, good morning. I finally got it right. Brian, good morning. Who else have we got on here this morning? Let me just scroll down. Joe, I know you're legging it and you're off going flying. Stu, have a fantastic day. And apologies for saying that you were in the United States when you were in Australia yesterday on the live episode. Apologies for that. Elroy, good morning. Andy, good morning. Peter, good morning as well. Brad, good morning. Scrolling down. Henry, good morning. Phil, good morning. Riff, good morning. Jeff, good morning. Kevin, good morning. Lawrence, good morning. Gordon, good morning. Scrolling down again, if I have missed your name, I do apologise. Odie Backer, good morning. Styrola, good morning. Scrolling down. There's been a lot of chat on here this morning, and I think I've got you all. And obviously, if I've missed your name, I do apologise. Elijah, yes, got it right. Right. Let's get back to our main screen as well. Okay, so that was topic number 1. Topic number 2 is the TwinZoo Maiden. Now, we did get the TwinZoo Maiden live yesterday from the flight line. It's in part 1. Live one field of poop and a fantastic summer days, part 1. That we recorded it live, literally live from the flight line, so that you could join in with us on what was a brilliant day's flying here in the United Kingdom of sunniness, and it's going to be sunnier today as well. Now, a little bit of feedback from like maybe some post-maiden faults on the TwinZoo. So here she is in red, because we know that is the fastest colour. Now, all in all, she flew great. After some of the scary-ass maidens which we've had here, this was a proper little kitten in the sky, to the point that we were doing loops and rolls. Oh, that just reminded me, one of the loops was crazy. Let's get to the things which I need to tweak, because I feel that's important. Number 1, I need to put a pair of washers underneath the top motor mounts, underneath the motor mounts at the top, because you kind of know what my throttle response is like. It's just like bang up, and as such, she would just balloon straight into the sky. So I do need to put a couple of washers underneath either side. And I also need to change the propellers. This model, these propellers, they're bullnose ones, and they really are chewing the amps. And even after about 3 minutes of flight time, we are absolutely draining a 2200 4S pack. So that's not like the model's fault, that's the prop and motor combo which I'm using. So I will be changing these props to probably those 60-45s which I've got, rather than, what have I got on here at the moment? I've got 60-40 on there, but they're bullnose, so I reckon I can get better efficiency out of them. And unfortunately, we went on and flew a couple of times later on in the day, and 2 of the 3 flights, we had a drop out of the sky because we just chewed so many amps out of her. That said, the only really fun thing which we had going on, the like weird flight characteristic, because of the motor angle which I've got on here, is that I think you see it on the live one session, she does that in the sky on full power. If you give her full elevator, which I've got far too much elevator movement in her, is that it will just loop like that in the sky. It's absolutely hilarious. That was really, really good fun. But on a serious point, that's because I've got a motor angle issue here, which is glaringly obvious, because you bang the throttle on and it just goes bang, she just wants to go for the sky. So that's obviously my fault during the build, and very, very easily remedied. Besides that, the mini, run cam Swift did really, really well. Super bright day, no blackout on the ground, really, really nice. And yeah, very quiet model as well. You'll hear it in the live version when you're actually on the flight line with her. But that said, very, very quiet model, and pretty damn quick. And also, the one thing which I've noticed about this model, and also the Wombat as well, is that it does float really well. The glide on it is absolutely fantastic, and just shooting gaps and stuff with it, not an issue at all. A lot of confidence from the second she went into the sky, and when you see the launch, she does bellow bottom down, which I've seen other pilots do as well. That was to be expected, and yeah, flew absolutely fantastically well. Just a few minor configuration issues. I like it a lot, and I'm so glad I did it red as well. It really does pop in the sky, to say the least. So, Joe, I know you're offline. Have a fantastic day. Gordon says it would be 10% faster if it had red stripes, red racing stripes. Absolutely, we've had the vote on this one before, that the red does make our models faster. So that was the TwinZoo. Genuinely really impressed with it. Couple of minor little details. And that one and the Wombat in the flight bag. Nice robust models. And also super fast as well. Like them a lot. Topic number 3 is the F3 Shadow, which, to be honest, I did it a disservice by putting those camo things on there because it made it look like a cow, and there were a few comments about got milk and things like that on the flight line, which was kind of good fun. And it won't fly like a pig, I heard Craig say in the background when I was watching the recorded version. In short, I got my chair stuck. Right. In short, it flies absolutely fantastically well, and because of the depth of the cord on the wing, it glides forever. Literally forever. I flew it a couple of times, and two out of the however many flights we flew it, I had to abort the landing and come back around a second go because she was just going to glide on into either the tree of doom or into the hedge. What else? I tested the stall on it, and we went into a death spiral. That tells me we need some more weight in the nose. My only negative piece of feedback, actually, and it's easily remedied, is this battery bay is just not big enough. Okay, I've got a couple of battery packs here, and I just can't use them because I cannot fit them into the bay. And that's the bigger ones like the 2200 graphene 4S pack. I did break that. Right, okay, well, I'll show you that on the camera in a second. And I can't use one of the multi-star 5200 4S packs, so that does limit me on the models which I can use. And that's probably my biggest gripe, actually, or my only gripe, is just the size of the battery bay, which I know that we can cut that out and make that a little bit bigger. So the battery bay could be a little bit bigger. This model did take a hefty, and I mean a hefty, nose punt into the ground after hitting the ground from the death spiral, again because it needs more weight in the nose. The other thing which I noticed is the motor angle on the back is incorrect. Now that's incorrect for the motor which I'm using. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is a lot of down thrust going in there to push the nose up. Hence she was ballooning. I did FPV her. Good morning, Van, by the way. Yeah, so we need a couple of washers on that one to tame that down. Now, like I said, this model did take a heck of a smack into the ground because of the death spiral. Now, I've only literally just spotted this morning, and I don't know, and again, it's going to get blurred out. I don't know if you can see the cracks in the plastic going along here. Like I said, it did take quite a whack, and I'm actually, we were all surprised that it was still in one piece on the flight line. So I am very, very glad that I put those extra carbon spars in there. That's obviously helped dissipate some of the shock waves from the nose going in the ground. Yeah, it's just a few cracks on there, and it's not the end of the world. And again, I would say because I put the extra carbon fiber in her, that's why we've only got a few little creases, I'm going to say, rather than cracks, in that plastic tote material which they've used on here. Obviously, if that had been plywood, it probably would have shattered to a million pieces, but being the plastic, it must be a little bit tougher because it really did take a damn good nose punt in the ground. So I'm going to move that one out the way, and I am trying to keep half an eye on your chat, which you can see is going on above my head. And again, running short of space here around the desk. So F3 Shadow, genuinely impressed. Did need a little bit more nose weight, need a modification, a couple of washers on the back. Not the fastest model in the world, but then again, I did have a rather large motor on the back of a lower KV, and the battery bay could definitely be bigger and obviously put more carbon in it because it desperately needs it too. Brad says, was it hungry? No, not really. Not really. We had quite a long flight with it. The battery which I used for the Maiden, you saw me, I gave it a damn good, well, if you saw the live version, which is, I think it's that one there, One Field of Poop, part 1. I think it's in that one. We gave it a damn... Oh, you can't see it on my screen. Sorry. It's... My head's in the way. Let me click that one off. It's that one there. Live part 1. I believe it's in that one. I might be incorrect. And anyway, for the battery which I use for the Maiden, absolutely spanked it round. Not particularly axial on its rolls. That just means that I need to give it a little bit more elevon movement. Flight at FPV, quite enjoyable. It was just that when you were under full power, because of the motor angle, I was having to put quite a lot of down in it to stop it from ballooning. So minor configuration issue from that point of view. Absolutely fantastic, super stable in the sky as well. So yeah, genuinely impressed with that one as well. Topic number 4 this morning is an odd model. Now I've put a link to this one in the video description for you. We saw this one turn up a little while ago on Banggood, a short while ago. Another dancing wings from DW Hobby, which don't have like the best rep at the moment. And this one is a little bit odd. I'm just going to open it up. The main part of the fuselage and the motor mount is all made out of laser cut plywood. I thought that's going to be a little bit curious to build, so we'll find out what their cutting's like in short. We got a collection of foam provided as well. You can't really see it there on the web camera, but it has been pre-cut. The wings are in there as well, the little tail fins in there. Now, the one thing I want to show you is that there's the instructions, and I hope they're helpful because, as many of you know, I have the attention span of a gnat when putting stuff together. Is that, have a look at the bay. Now, I need to point this out for you. Look there. Can you see that piece? Let me put that on there. See that piece there? That's their motor mount. So there's the fuselage going all the way back, and there's the motor mount which goes up just there. Is going to be a very curious one. It's basically a plywood frame which is wrapped with a thin piece of EPP. As you already know, in fact, let me just stick that on my screen. How much was it? $30 I paid for that. As we always know, we always hold off final judgment on when until it flies. Okay, that's a big note which I want to make. It does look kind of cool. I'm not too sure it could take a bit of a slap into the ground. Well, it wouldn't have taken a slap like that F3 Shadow did, and honestly, that F3 Shadow took a heck of a nose pun into the ground. But now, post flying day yesterday, TwinZoo, absolutely brilliant in the sky, just a little bit power hungry, and that's down to the propellers which I'm using, because those little DYS SC2205 motors are absolute corkers. The F3 Shadow, nice big wing, just went out of our hands, super easy, not an issue at all. Again, because it was a Maiden, Craig offered to launch it for me, which is fantastic. We also made a point on the flight line yesterday that you always ask for fellow pilots' input just to check over the surface movements. Thankfully, all my surface movements were good yesterday. And unfortunately, one of Dave's rudder action, I think it was Dave's rudder action, was incorrect on the back of the EPP Eagle. That was incorrect on his, and he quickly switched it over on the flight line yesterday. So it catches out even the best pilots, you know. So always be humble on the flight line and just get a fellow pilot just to check over it. And again, if it's a Maiden, if you can get someone else to chuck the model for you, especially with like a wing and stuff like that, get it. It's just one extra complexity, you know, out of the way. Gordon says, into the cement mixer. I don't know. It looks pretty good. It's not like where we had the Thunderbird, the Flight Test Sparrow copy, and that was instantly shit. And you know that we've spoken about this before, and it just got left underneath the desk. This one is curious. The foam cut is good. You can see in the bag, and it could be good. We don't know yet. I just have a reservation that it's labelled as a trainer, and most trainers need to be a little bit robust. Being a wooden structure might be a bit of a bugger if we nose punt it. But we'll see. Like we said, we'll hold off final judgment until we go and get it built and get it flying, because it could be just a great little pop around model, you know? Could be a cheap one for the kids. We don't know yet. So $30 is not going to break the bank. But let's hold off final judgment until it's been and flown. Peter says, do you do a Talon build, Matt? No, I've got a mini Talon here. I'm not a big fan of build episodes at all. They are just not my personal cup of tea. So what I prefer to do is like, ooh, new model in the beginning. And then I give you an overview to that model later on. And there is a episode on my YouTube channel. If you type in Mini Talon 2017, I'll give you a full overview to the Mini Talon and the setup which I went with, and it flies absolutely fantastic. So Peter, do go and get the whatchamacallit, go have a look on my YouTube channel for the Mini Talon. It's an overview, all really straightforwards, and I hope you pick up a couple of tips from it. And the main one is, do not cover the wings with silver laminate, because it just gets lost in the sky very, very easily. So keep the box, says Joe. Yeah, Brad's also put a note in there. His Eagle flew, so that bring you up to speed, is that with the live footage yesterday, we had the maiden of Dave's EPP Eagle. He had a motor mount angle. Your motor angle issue was really pointing up, so it just balloons, and then you got it to do loops as well. And then I think you saw it go in the hedge as well. Anyway, he's been. He left us a message late last night. Well, I say late, about 9 o'clock last night. I was already asleep, and he's got it fixed. Already been and flown it. All happy days. And yeah, I was also surprised on how responsive it was just with rudder and elevator. I was genuinely surprised. I have put ailerons on my EPP Eagle, and I'm actually really happy for that. Again, I've got them. Unlike being in a field, I flew it at home, so I've only got like a 50-meter strip, so I have to be very tight with the turns. And to be honest, that rudder probably would have been effective for that, but I have put ailerons on mine. Right, let's get ourselves back onto topic. So that was an odd model, the SuperEZ 1 meter wingspan. Don't know, have no idea what that one's going to be like. We'll find out later, I'm sure. What else have we got in the list? Right, so topic number 5 is burnt to a crisp. I don't know how well you can see that on my neck. I'm sure if I turn the light off, I got absolutely burnt to buggery yesterday. So big tip for you, if you are out flying today and it's going to be a sunny day, get that sun cream on. And many of you saw that I was wearing the baseball cap yesterday. I had it on backwards, and Peter, sorry Dad, I was wearing it backwards. I was trying to save my neck, and I still burnt the crap out of it. And a slightly different note, I said it on the live version, just look at the quality of the stitching on that cap. I've paid 30 quid or more for a baseball cap before in the past, and it's had lesser quality stitching on it. Really kind of like that. So well done, I'll be king on that point. I think I said that in the live version as well. I was genuinely impressed with the stitch quality on that, so well done, guys. On to the next topic. Oh, sorry, before we go, there are 2 live episodes which we had live from the flight line. Like I said, these are live episodes literally from the flight line. So you catch us as we're chatting away on the flight line. We had maidens, we had some mucking around. Unfortunately, I did run out of data, and you did unfortunately miss the stuffing the perching or the roosting of the little flying blade wing in the tree of doom. Unfortunately, in fact, actually, I was the only one to stick it in the tree of doom yesterday. Dave had his EPP Eagle in the hedge while we were there, but yeah, absolutely fantastic day. Apologies, we did run out of data. I did have 2 gig when I left in the morning, and I did have to go and top it up by another gig to get the next episode in, but we did broadcast live for like an hour and a half anyway, so I sincerely hope that you enjoyed it. And by the way, those live sessions are always best when they are viewed live, and that said, I've come back and I've watched them myself. I thought they were pretty good, to be honest, for what they were, which is 4 blokes on a flight line. That's got to be classed as happy days. Right. Just keeping a half an eye on the chat. Now, the next topic for this morning, like I said, this morning's chat is going to be a slightly longer one than normal. We have a cat box here. And it's got a pretty picture of a cat on the nose. We've got some control buttons here and says warning, warning, radjet gestation imminent. We have some dials on the left hand side, and Martin, you really do have too much time on your hands. We've got some other details here on the opposite side. I have no idea how I'm going to get in this box, but let's get the knife out and see what we can find out in there. See what we've got inside. I'll work our way in here. It's been done up with decent quality duct tape as well. There was no expense spared there, Mark. I've got to get a bit careful because it's so tough. I'm a bit worried about the blade. Let's get ourselves in here. Extremely well packed there, Martin. Oh. Aha! Hello. Can you see it yet? Anybody recognise what that is? Right, I think I'm going to have to take that side off as well. Absolute nightmare trying to get in here. What on earth have we got in here? Right. Oh, hello. What have we got in here? Good lad. Right. One. Radjet. With a cover. Oh, good man. Love it. And a spare. Oh, and we got some electronics in here as well. Brilliant. Just gonna see what else we. There's the other part of it. And you know, that'll be kicking around in here somewhere. Right. What have we got here? I have got no idea what we got. Oh, this one's definitely been and seen some action. You see how crooked the nose is? That's definitely had a nose punt, and we are missing a nodule, which, as we all know, are optional accessories. The wingtip has seen some better days, and someone's also done some hinge work on those. So there's one Radjet, which definitely does need a little bit of glue, to say the least. So we'll pop that one to one side. We do have a motor in here, unknown. Looks like a go-go one, to say the least. I have got no idea what's going on with the wiring in there at all. Absolutely no idea. I've got genuinely no idea what that device is. Doesn't look like a big enough ESC to power that motor, but hey ho, we'll find out what that one's like shortly. We have a lid. Chuck that in there, Mo. We've got another one here. Again, obviously seen some love action and some ground action into the ground. Again, optional nodules on the side. The wings are straight on these ones. No idea on the. Looks like some plastic geared servos in the bottom. What have we got in here? Looks like there is an ESC kicking around. And again, never seen a brown motor like that one before. Don't know how well that's coming out, but there is a little brown quad motor by the looks of it in there, and we've got an ESC in there somewhere. Again, looks like it has seen some action before at some point in time, yeah, two pairs of Radjets. Now, why did I end up with a pair of Radjets on the way to me? Is because I was dug my heels in. Hobby King had the offer on the Vampire. And in the same email, the Radjets were supposedly on sale, whereas like a week or 2 weeks before, they were down to £28, and they were not £28. I think they were still 38 quid. So I dug my heels in and said, I want a Radjet, but I'm not buying one because that really isn't a sell. So I went without the Vampire and the Radjet, and then we were chatting about it in the Facebook group. Martin said, well, I've got a pair of them here if you want them. And he's been kindly sent them over. Now, Martin did also include some little chuck gliders. Don't they look like fun? The kids here are going to absolutely love those, Martin. They really are. And also the big kid is also going to love them as well. He's been in chucked a couple in. He's chucked 4 of those in the box as well. So, Martin, a massive thank you to you, sir. We will, again, it's going to be a fantastic day here in the United Kingdom of sunniness. We will get one of these. I'll get the girls to put these together later today, and they look like really, really good fun. Just elastic band models, well, there's one each for the kids. So that's 3 gone. And there's a spare one for when we get one stuck in a tree. So, Martin, thank you ever so much for those. I really do appreciate it, sir. So, let's have a quick look. Joanne says, Rajet 4 in the mixer. No, the Rajet is a really good model. It just has a bit of an oddity with it, is that if you give it too much aileron movement at a high speed, it will hyper stall on you. Now, we fly ours at quite fast speeds normally, and if you give it too much movement, is that it will hyper stall on you. I've had it with mine numerous times before, but I actually gave my last one away, which now in hindsight I wish I didn't, but I know that John has been on and flown it and absolutely loves it, so no hard feelings there at all. Mine literally was just sat here for ages and it just didn't get flown, and it has now gone on to a new home where it would have been flown. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, didn't know you had kids. Yeah, I've got 2 girls. Absolute crazy little nutters to say the least. Damaged winglet, yeah. It's only a bit of foam. Just needs a bit of attention, and I'm sure they'll come out right as rain. Thank you, Martin. I really do appreciate that. So that was the unboxing of the cat. Who knew we would have a cat delivered here? I've got enough cats. Don't send me any more cats. On a serious point. On to the last topic today is it is a foam party weekend. So we are now on Saturday here in the United Kingdom. I'm having to check my calendar. Yes, apparently it is Saturday. Saturday means that it is a flying day hopefully a flying day for you. So if you have any unscheduled landings, or maybe you roost a model or get it perched on a branch or in a hedge, don't forget, get your phone out, take a photograph, and share it in the Facebook group so that we can all have a giggle together. Remember, this hobby, as long as nobody gets hurt, it's all good fun. Keep that in the back of your mind. So do take your phone with you, take a photo if you do have an unscheduled landing, and then just laugh it off. And we will all laugh together in the Facebook group. And there's a link to the Facebook group in the video description for you. Brad says, yep, I guess I'm special. Thanks, Matt. And by the way, you can see the chat going on above my head as well. Right, to summarise today's RC Coffee Chat. Number 1 is your feedback. And I really do, I don't know what I can say to encourage you to give me some, for you to put your details in there to give me the feedback on how I can make this channel better. Like I said, I've made the questions as simple as possible. Any feedback which you have, which is good or bad, please do let me know in that little survey. It will take you just a couple of moments to do it, and then you can put your name in the bottom if you want to, or maybe if you don't want to. It's completely optional, and I would absolutely love your feedback. There is a link to that in the video description, and I am just going to pop that in the live chat for you as well. So if you haven't done that yet, I would really appreciate your feedback on this channel, on how I can make it better, and maybe some of the things which I could perhaps improve. Topic number 2 was the TwinZoo Maiden. Brilliant. Couple of minor little details. It's going to be great. Can't wait to get tough as old boots, those models. So yeah, going to take that one to the flight line an awful lot more. Just a few little minor tweaks for it. The F3 Shadow, yeah, great. It did, when I was checking the stall on it, it did go into a death spiral. Kind of points out we need a bit more nose weight on it. Yeah, battery compartment could definitely be bigger. And I am very, very thankful that I put more carbon in it, because I think it wouldn't have survived that kind of landing which I gave it. after that death spiral straight into the ground, it would have been an absolute wreck. So I am very happy that I put more carbon in it. I think I'm going to go and dig out that battery base so I can get a bigger battery in there as well. And there's a few other little minor comments about that model, but all in all, flew absolutely fantastic, nice and floaty. Glide on it was epic as well, and besides the motor angle, which meant that when I was giving her full beans with the goggles down, is that it flew fine, absolutely fine, no hidden surprises at all. Number 4 is that we had that odd model. No idea what it's going to be like. I need to order some more CA glue, so I'll get that done this morning, and we'll get that one built. Should be kind of curious to see what it's going to be like. Yeah, and I did see the comment, maybe the one for the wife. Yeah, maybe we give it to the wife and see what she does with it. There we go. And again, for $30, we're not going to cry afterwards if it turns up into foam and plywood snow. Topic number 5 was burnt to a crisp. And that was yesterday's live Flightline action. There is 2 episodes on my channel for that one. If you would like to watch them, they are both on. There's parts 1 and part 2. Apologies, it got broken into 2 parts. We ran out of data on the Flightline, and you will catch the Maiden of the F3 Shadow and the TwinZoo on there, and Dave's EPP Eagle, and a general bit of chit chat from the Flightline. Remember, keep that in the back of your head. We are using a iPad in a field of poop and on a 3G connection. So the audio quality and the video quality is surprisingly good considering that, okay? Just keep that in the back of your mind. The second but last topic is that we had the unboxing of the cat, and we had 2 Radjets and 4 little wind-up gliders in there as well. Thank you ever so much, Martin. I really do appreciate that. And good morning, Ruds, by the way. And the last topic for today's RC Coffee Chat is that it is the weekend now. Have fun. Always keep that in the back of your mind. This hobby is about having fun. I know some people can take it very, very seriously and love the rules and things like that. But do keep that in the back of your mind, is that it is a hobby. It's meant to be fun. Have a laugh, have a chat, have a cuppa with some fellow pilots, you know. Chill out. Your wife's not there, your husband's there, your partner's not there, maybe the kids aren't with you, maybe the sun's out. Just enjoy it, you know. And if you do stuff a model, you might be upset for a few moments. It happens to the best of us from time to time with those gravitational waves. And just get your phone out, take a photo of it, stick it over in the Facebook group, and we will all laugh it off together. And literally, that one, just when I stuck that model in the tree, it was just purely by accident. I was circling around the tree, I came back round, it came back in too close, and the next thing I was in it, and I just laughed my head off on it. And it was like, I had a little dent in the wing, you know, nothing too serious at all. Just got my phone out, photo, laugh it off. So remember that. This hobby really is just really good fun. Siren Core of Tree Magnets. Peter says it can't be that hard. Yeah, absolutely, Peter. Keep that in the back of your mind. Remember, it can't be that hard, can it? So screw it, go and do it. Yeah, brilliant. Right, so it is time for me to wrap up now. If you are out flying today, have a fantastic day's flying. Personally, I would also love to be out flying today, but lovely sunshine here. I'm kind of all pretty much sunburnt from yesterday, and I've got a roof to epoxy because I've been waiting about 2 months for a decent bit of warm weather and some sunshine to kick in, and I need to go and finish fiberglassing a roof. So I'm going to be on the roof today, probably getting even more burnt. So I will be putting some sun cream on because my neck is, I don't know how well you can see that, is pretty damn red, and it's still a little bit raw. So hopefully that goes off and brains up quickly. So, time for me to go. Thank you ever so much for joining me for today's RC Coffee Chat. Still warm. Have a fantastic day from myself, Matt, and thank you to you all. And I'm looking at my left screen and you can see the chat going on up above my head. Thank you as well. And I'm off now. Have a great day. Cheerios!